Welcome back to again my channel, and this is same series of C Sharp beginner concept. And I already covered last time that implicit casting and implicit data casting. So if you first time visit my channel, so you can just go to my channel and take it the previous session. And now we are moving to that basic operations. So let me start that basic operation. So right click on that this folder and create a new project, create a new console app. And here let me just add just create a name, like for example this is I think part 3, I guess. Yeah, this is part 3. Next I use the same, and once you just create it, let me remove everything over here, and now we can start to basic operations. So before start the basic operations, let me share you that definition of that basic operation. So C sharp provide many operation to perform a basic basic like arithmetic, compressions, and now logical operators and assessments. So those are actually we will learn over here one by one. So first we will understand like what are that arithmetic operators. So if I talk about that arithmetic operator, so let me just create a variable again. Let me use integer, and again just using this guy, like for example v variable, and using something like that. Okay, so now I just storing I just created two variables, and in this variable what I will try to do, I will just arithmetic means that whatever I want to add, update, delete, like add, subtraction, divide, and also taking the percentage and all. So those performance I can using in this arithmetic operator. So let me build it over here like console application, and here let me just add like for example let me add operations like for a and b I want to add it, right? So now I'm using that this additional operator, right? And then similar, if I want to subtract, so I can use like this way, like if I use that subtraction, so I can use that a and b minus. And then if I want to multiplication, so I can use like this way, like whatever the right line I'm using, and then a into v, right? And similar, if I want to divide that particular two number, so I can use it as a divide, right? And similar, the also is a we can just multiply, we can take a percentage over here, so I can just take an average on the two variables, so I can use this symbol. So this is called actually arithmetic operator. And let me save it and just choose my project and run this application and see. So once you run this application, you will get, see, additional is 10 and 3, it is 13, that is fine. And for subtraction, 10 minus 3, it's 7, that is fine. Also multiply, for multiply it is 10 into 3, it is 30. And division also, like 10 minus 3, like it is just taking on a 3, that is also fine. And just like modules wise, or we can say this what is that that remain value, right? So if I just 3 upon 10 or 3% is a 1, so average on all 1, right? So this is perfectly fine. So this is called actually arithmetic operator. Then like this way, actually in C sharp we can define our arithmetic operator, right? And if I talk about that concept, so basic arithmetic operations to manipulate numbers value, right? So we are trying to manipulate in this arithmetic value. And now moving to that another part, that is called that comparison operation. So let me show you it over here. Now see, this is another concept on this basic operation, the comparison operator, right? And here we can just equivalent, we can not equal, less than, greater than, less than, equal to, greater than, equal to. Those are actually called as a comparison operators. So let me just define again the two variables, and we will just define, and we will use this two variable into as a comparison operator. So first I will compare with these two, with it is equal or not. So let me try to write down like this way. It is equal or not, this x is equal to for 10 or not, so that we will give that output. And then again we will use another one, like if it is not equal to, so that we will output. And then also it is a greater than, and also then less than, and then we can just finally greater than or equal to also we can define over here, right? So like this way we can define this comparison operator, comparison operator. And let me run this application and see in our output. Now see, this equal, that means it is false because 5 is greater than of y, right? And then second, it is not equal to, yes, it is not equal to, that means it's true. And then it is a greater than y, it is false because it is not a greater than, because it is less than. It is a less than, right? Yeah, it is a true. And then finally it is a greater than equal to, then it is a false again. So like this way we can use that compression operator in C# concept. So if I talk about that concept in one line, so used to that compare value and return the bool result true or false, right? This is actually concept. Okay, now moving to next operator, which is called logical operators. So what are the logical operators? Now see, logical operator like called is like this way, like AND operator, OR operator, and not equal to operator, right? So we can just define as a two variable, and let's see how we can compare those variable, and we can identify this logical operator. So now see, I'm just using this bool property and a bool variable for m and n, which is true, and n for the false. And here what I will try to do, I will just try to check like it is AND, right? So this is an AND operator. So if it is AND m and n, right? So if it is AND operator, it is true or false, whatever things, so it will be giving the output, right? Like for example, m is a true, but n is false. So m is true and AND is false. So if it is both condition will be true, then it will be given the true. But if it is if any condition is false, so that means it should be written as a false. So now it is a false, so that means it will return as false, right? And then another operator is OR operator. So in this means one of the conditions should be true. Like suppose if it is true, either this one should be true or either this one is true. So this is called as an OR operator. So one of the condition is true, so that means it's written be true. And similar, it's a NOT operator. So NOT operator, that means, for example, this guy. So I am taking as a m, so it is true. So that means if it is not operator true, that means it should be returning false, right? So these are called actually that logical operators. So let me run this application and see in output. And now see, first one, it is false, right? Because both should be a true, because it is a AND operator. And then second one is a OR operator, so it should be one of the true, so it is fine, so that's why it is true. And then last one also, it is not equal to m, that means it should be a false, right? So that's where it should be a false, so that means it should be true. So this is called logical operator. So if I describe the concept of this logical operator in the one line, so logical operator are used to combine or invert boolean expressions, right? So now moving to the another operator in this basic operator, so that is called assign operator. So what are that assign operators? So assign operators are like equal, equal, assign means whatever that assign value using that equal, plus equal, minus equal, and then backslash and equal, right? Like let me just now give that practical example. So let me just create one variable over here again. So I will use as a integer p, and then first what I will use, I will just try to adding some value over here. So how we can use it, I can use this assign operator. So simply I can use this p plus equal and then 3. What it's mean, like suppose see p, whatever p variable is 5, so now it is 5. Now what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to add this variable like 3. Like so for example this could be p is 5 plus 3, right? So like this way we can use assign operator. So that means it will assign along with the equal, right? So that means whatever value we will trying to assign, even be trying to additional as well. So that is called actually assign operator. And then if I want to output or this value, so let me just try to output this value, whatever that output. So let me use that console right now and using this p. And now what I'm trying to do, suppose I want to suppose it is just additional, I just add additional. So if I want to multiply, so how we can achieve that? So again simply we can use this as this guy and then assign. And if I want to 2, and then we just simply write line p and see it should be 16, right? Like suppose as of now p, what is that, p 8, right? Because it till here I'm assigned that value p is a 8, but after that what we trying to do, we trying to do multiply over there, so it should be 16, right? Like for example it should be over here 8 into 2, like that. So let me run this application and see. So once you run this application, now see first is 8 and now second is we're trying to assign and multiply with 2, so it should be 18. So like this way actually we can use that assign operator. And if I talk about a concept of this assign operator in a one line, in a short, so these operators modify the value of the variables. So that's the means, okay? And for that's it for this session. And for next session we will cover like control flow statement. So till now, thank you, have a nice day, and don't forget to like, subscribe and share.